welcome to another episode of the Black Guy Who Tips podcast. I'm your host, Rod, and I'm joined as always by my co-host,
Karen.
And she's my roommate. We live together.
I am not your roommate,
Technically,
nigga.
you are my roommate. We do share an apartment. We just re-signed the lease. So, we are live.
I am more than a roommate.
I didn't say you was only my roommate. We are live on a Saturday morning, ready to do some podcasting.
Child. We was almost not live Saturday morning. we was gonna get to the point where we was like, we don't know when we ever gonna come back.
What? Why?
Oh, because we got locked out, nigga.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the last night trying to get in the house, the lock broke on the door as I was trying to like move it, like to open the door. And we just didn't have shit. You know what I mean? Like I had to call the maintenance people and see if they could get us in. And then when we got in, we couldn't leave because the handle was broke. But we good. Everything's fine. This is a feedback show. This is for the people that left feedback throughout the week through the various methods you can leave feedback. Look in the show notes if you ever doubt or need a hint. And we respond to it. Unlike a lot of your favorite podcasts who just pretend like y'all don't exist. Y'all don't matter to them.
No, you do not.
Okay. They just take their little listens, they ad revenue, they Patreon money, and they just be like, kiss my ass. I work when I want to work.
They going about their lives.
Who cares what you have to say? You came to listen to me. You know, that's their attitude. But not us. No. We bring you in. Take you to the listening circle. Gather around the fire. And we have a little conversation with you. And of course, the official weapon of the show is
folding chair.
And the unofficial sport.
What about?
A bullet box stream. Because I don't remember if I said it. And y'all always point out when I forget. And y'all also point out when I do it twice. But sometimes we do it twice because you motherfuckers get weird about us forgetting.
And I be forgetting too. I ain't gonna lie. So I just repeat.
So we're going to get into all that feedback show stuff. Housekeeping notes. Got the new computer. It seems to be working fine. Got everything moved over for now. As I do things, I'm sure I'll remember like, oh shit, how did I used to do this on the old computer? But for the most part, we got everything up and running, which is why, you know, podcasting was between the Hornets games and the podcasting was intermittent this last week or so. But hopefully, you know, this thing can handle everything and we'll get it all going. It is nice having a new computer and stuff moving a little faster, doing things a little better. So that's cool. And thank y'all, because some of y'all donated specifically to put some money on the computer. Thank you. There's a couple people. I'll make sure to give you a special shout out because y'all left notes. And then what was the other thing? Oh, on Patreon, behind the paywall, premium people, you're still getting stuff. Okay, you're still getting stuff. So
Roger been doing a run, boy. If you love movies, he is giving you your money's worth.
Yeah, if you love movies, this was a good week for you. Now they were solo movie reviews because Karen didn't see these with me. But I did a review for Trap House on Netflix, War Machine on Netflix, The Bluff, which is on Amazon, The Rip, which is on Netflix, and My Only Girl, which is on Netflix. And so they're all solo reviews, but for those of you who like Karen's in the background laughing at me, make fun of these movies or say my observations about them or whatever. So, you know, you guys should check them out, and the way to do it, get behind the paywall.
Get behind the paywall.
Where Patreon, there's two levels. There's the monthly level of $15, and then there's the $5 level where it's called Just a Tip, where you get one extra bonus podcast per week. It is random. It can vary. It's not always the same one. But that way you get a taste of all the things behind the paywall. So this week, you got a nerd off. Last week, you got a spoiled movie review. The week before that, you got some Balls Deep Sports. So, like, it's all behind the paywall, and we would love y'all to check that out.
We would.
All right, enough advertising. Let's get into what this show is about. So there's a feedback episode, and there are people who go to the blackouttips.com. They look on the right hand side of the column over there, and they go, says here you can donate to the show. And that is correct. You can donate to the show. And what do you get for that? A shout out. And
may I have your attention? You are now listening to Charlotte's Own Rod and Karen. We welcome the good folks who tithe to the black guy who tips.
New revenue, new how you do. Pete,
How you do?
Pete V, recurring donator. Johanna M, recurring donator. Laura F, recurring donator. We got a one-time donation from our girl Shoe Booty, who just said she need to put something on the computer fund. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shoe Booty. It's appreciated.
Every dollar counted.
We got
for those of you who know about the RAM prices, every dollar counted.
Chris from Hawaii, Corey, aka The Tickler, April G, we appreciate you. Who else we got here? Tabitha M, thank you. Alexis H, thank you. Marlon B, yes, Marlon B. Wonga from Down Under, good day, mate. And we got a one-time donation from our girl Jay Jamiria. Thank you so much for putting on this. Okay, she said it was for the computer donation plate. Thank
Come
you.
on.
That's why we pass around this donation music from the church, because
Right.
we need that.
Right, we can't have the choir breaking down on y'all. They need to be ready at all times.
Come on. So thank you, everybody that took the time out to donate to the show. All right. Let's get into, will we have commercials? Speaking of getting money for the show.
Right, that's a great question. I don't even know.
Will we have commercials, guys? Did anyone leave a 5-star review this week? Last time, Marissa was the last one. She did it. Well, today, Burt Cobain did it.
Come on through, Bert.
Burt Cobain is a hilarious screen name.
Yes.
Now, the title of this is Jamal Bryant, Divorce Lawyer. It says 5 stars, and the Jamal Bryant bit had me in tears. Such a great bit. Thank you. Every once in a while, we do a bit on this show. And I'm like, we could bit with the best of them,
We can.
If we were less civically engaged, people that wanted the world to be a better place. There's another universe where we might even be a bigger podcast where it's just me and Karen bullshitting the whole time, making up bits.
We can bullshit now.
Yeah, and maybe people, maybe there's a world people like that more than being like, "Hey, man, y'all don't see the world burning? Y'all, are we gonna do anything?"
Right.
If we just
y'all see what I see? Am I tasting nickel? What is this?
right? But yeah, pennies.
Oh,
whatever.
pennies,
Yeah.
Nickels. My bad. Shit,
I think it's copper.
It's all metal. I'm not supposed to taste nobody's metal.
But yeah, that's a world we come on here and just be like, you know what, peanut butter and jelly, who put them together? And it's just
Right.
an hour of,
Oh, waka waka waka. Yuck 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 yuck.
you know what I like, some big ass titties. Come on.
Bam, bam.
We got a guest coming out. This is an Instagram model. Big ass titties. Come on and sit down. Stadium full of people. Number one podcast.
Come on.
And then when they ask us about politics, nope. And if it is, I ain't seen it. All right.
What my shoes? Do.
Why can't we all come together and laugh?
Come on.
I got a vision where
I'm here for the jokes and I ain't seen shit.
I want the Nazis and the Klan and the Jews and the blacks to all come together and just have a good time. All right. 32.
Republicans by Nikes too.
That's my coward comedian impression. Coward comedian during a serious interview impression. How come the pedophiles and the children can't laugh together? I just don't understand.
I just want to see the people smile.
I mean, in my perfect when I'm out there, I just see smiling faces.
That's all I see.
I don't see color except the green money.
That's the only one I see is green. If it ain't green, I don't see the color.
Look, I made Obama laugh.
Come on.
I made Trump laugh. Okay, it don't matter to me. I made William Tecumseh Sherman laugh. And I made the Confederacy crack up. I used to do Confederacy slave camps. Slaves laughing, Confederate soldiers laughing. I just feel like comedy should bring us together. I don't get into politics. I don't get into politics.
I don't get into that.
Why you keep bringing up all this politics? Anyway, I'm live here down at the latest concentration camp. What's going on? Eating hard or hardly eating. Nah, that's a good one. That's what. Oh, I see. Oh, Hitler laughing. He like that. He like that one. Oh, look at me. I'm Hitler. Oh, I'm gonna kill all y'all. Oh, that's what I do. That's what I do.
Where did they take you from to get healed?
All right. Episode 32, 39.
What race did you lose? Why are you here?
You ever be trying to escape a genocide and you be moving too slow? All right, that's my time. That's my time.
They know all the hiding spots are. That's why Anne Frank shouldn't have wrote that book. She let them know what was up.
Right.
I'm like, what is y'all the fuck y'all doing?
Oh man, you ever be trying to escape and the shackle just be it be on your leg like this? You know? Oh man. Marissa writes into our episode, feedback episode 3239, Angry Ass Tyrone. Oh my Lord, this belligerent ass review reading. Elon Musk nearly sent me into a heart attack. Yeah, I came on Twitter to talk about Killer Mike calling me the little girl and me dragging him on Twitter, and Rob was roasting the fuck out of him too. So I was like, I fuck with this dude. I do remember that now. Yes. I wasn't sure if that was the first time we had engaged, but I do remember that episode, man. We was going in on Misdemeanor Mike. So much has changed since then, but very glad to still know you. You too. Yeah, Mike was talking that shit too. He was like, those two little black girls. I was like, sir, what is happening? They just don't know. Uncle Bernie is perfect. They stupid. She wrote back, oh my gosh, I'm pulling an Appia.
Oh snap, what happened?
Listen to the rest and y'all making me cry. Y'all friendship means a lot to me, and I appreciate y'all showing me grace during one of the hardest times of my life. So many internet friendships fell apart for me the first time there was an issue or someone couldn't benefit off of me anymore.
Right.
I learned a lot from y'all in that moment too, that I could learn and grow and make mistakes and own who I have been and who I want to be. I've carried those lessons with me through many other experiences. It made me grounded. I also finally remember other beautiful moments like the Get Out movie review, spending time with Karen in Jamaica, and bringing our families together for Christmas one year while we chatted about cheaters. It was fun.
Yes.
Yeah, that was cool. We had pizza one time, and they came to my mama's house, and she cooked, and everybody ate. Even though we are far apart, I always love when I could break bread with y'all, and I've learned so much from y'all's honesty and example about how I can lean into my growth and struggles rather than fight them. Okay, I'm done, but I will sing y'all praises until you go the way of Nicki Minaj. Listen, when you see us cooning, it's too late.
We already gave y'all a preview of what we gonna do when we turn.
Yeah, save yourselves.
Yeah, and also, Marissa, is one of those things where, for me personally, if you live life long enough, somewhere you fucked up, somewhere you disappointed somebody, somewhere you let somebody down, knowingly or unknowingly, type of thing. It's just life because we're human. And so, it's one of those things where people gave me grace. So I extended, there are some people where I'm going, I don't know about you, but for the most part, most people, their intentions are not bad. For most people, there's some people, their intentions are not good. So as I've gotten older and kind of navigated, I've had a discerning spirit between who I can extend my grace to. Like, it matters. I've learned that if somebody is sincere about their actions and about their words, their actions will back their words up. It's not just lip service. And the thing about that, only time will tell. And the thing about people and when their intentions aren't right, they don't want you to take the time, because if you take the time, you'll see straight through them. And so I've realized that I sit back and y'all know I am a talker. I will talk the motherfucking house down. But at the same time, I also look and listen. Because when you looking and listening, one day that person, you will see somebody without their makeup on. Like anybody, you will see them with their flaws and their imperfections, and you will see who they really are. You will see what their morality is, like where their lines are. You will see how they treat people, how they interact with people, how sometimes how even they treat themselves. Like this the shit that I look for character, like these things, because the thing is, I'm not going to change you. I'm not going to judge you. I just know that I'm looking at you for who you are, and then I can make the decision on whether or not I choose to have you in my life.
Appia says, oh, I don't want Chet Hanks here in Germany. I don't defend his behavior in any way. I had to come clean with the awful truth of me liking to look at him in the running point Otherwise, I would feel like a liar. I mean, I guess a lie of omission, because you could have kept it to yourself. I wouldn't have. Nobody here was thinking like, this lying bitch, you know she want to fuck Chet Hanks. I don't know why she keep writing in. He is probably annoying in person, but still hot for me. Well, this is the darkest thing I could think about myself. That's not that dark. By the way, I was just doing some research on Chet Hanks and discovered he has a black daughter and has mostly dated black women. Have we discussed this? Yes, we have discussed this. We talked about when he was pulling that white boy summer thing he tried to do a few years back. And that ended horribly.
I said, did not last long.
Yeah, they ended horribly because apparently he's not a good person. And that same black mother of his child was accusing him of abuse. So, you know, I don't know if I would roll with Chet Hanks as just, you know, having a black child don't mean nothing. Strom Thurmond had a black child. You got to Google all that, but you'll get my point when you get to it.
Yes, black children does not erase bigotry.
Yeah, he's terrible. Chet Hanks having a black, EV says, Chet Hanks having a black daughter makes his existence even more egregious. I hope his little black baby is in her mom's custody because Chet looks dirty and she deserves to be in a home where someone washes their legs. And Abia says, black girl has Tom Hanks as a grandfather. This sounds pretty sweet, honestly. Oh, so you could research that Chet Hanks and daughter be hanging out with her granddad, but you couldn't research Chet Hanks be putting his hands on the baby mama. You couldn't look that up now, Abia? I think you're a little biased because you wants to bang. You said you don't want him in Germany, but do you want him in you? Is that what's happening?
No, Mr. Appia would not go for that.
Chet, you don't know? Chet,
right.
I don't know what Mr. Appia is.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, he might like to watch.
I do not know.
She said he's the perfect man.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like, listen, I don't get jealous. I
Yeah.
smoke cigars, sit in the corner of dark hotels
with
my legs crossed in a full 3-piece suit.
with a Superman t-shirt on.
And I watch Chet Hanks go to town. That's my pleasure.
That's what I do.
The lawyers of a woman who claimed Tom Hanks' son
Since
put
the
her.
dawn of time, man has been plagued by itch.
The lawyer of a woman who claimed Tom Hanks' son put her through a pattern of abuse, including one incident at Sugarland home, addressed the lawsuit they filed against him on her behalf. Last month, ABC 13 reported a protective order was filed in Fort Bend County against Chet Hanks, one of the sons of the Academy Award winner. The woman's lawyer claimed Hanks assaulted their client while they have been in a relationship. They pointed examples of alleged abuse, including an incident last October when she visited him in New Orleans while he filmed a limited TV series. Maybe it was that running point. The protective order also points at an incident in Sugarland back in January that led her to contact authorities and file charges against him. In response, Hanks, through his attorney, claims the claims are false. Well, Appia, that should be enough. I'm gonna stop there because he said it's false, and I know you want to believe that. So let's just move on. But let's go to the next comment. Marissa says, I was gonna weigh in on the pet discourse with Team Dog, but given Karen's competitive sports tick, maybe cats are better for y'all. Imagine y'all go to a show dog competition. Karen would kick off the next BAFTAs, monitor her mic. I know, can't help herself. At least if you go to a dog competition and Karen saying bitch all the time, people be like, well, maybe she's talking about the women dogs.
Yes.
I don't know. She like, bitch, what the fuck? And they're like, yes, what is the fuck going on with that, bitch? Cynthia says, I know you say you don't need ideas, but I think a reaction video to the replay of Groupie Tales segment would be dope for TikTok and Reels. Marissa says, definitely even better if it's a panel that scores it. I feel like Teej, Family Boys at MCU would be so good for this. Man, you guys are probably right. I just, when I tell y'all, I am such an old man when it comes to the new
Ray Roderick montage,
the TikTok stuff. The way people use TikTok, I hate to admit, I don't even know how they use it sometimes. I'm like, how did he get the video to play when he was talking on the video?
It's amazing.
I be in there looking at the like, what did this do? Okay, why am I on the screen? Okay, why am I off the screen? Okay, who music is this? I didn't pick this music. Fuck it, I'm done. That's unless my TikTok is just me talking directly to the TikTok.
Okay, right.
Or I can do the blue. Or I can do the
steps.
green screen. I do know the green screen. But when I tell you I can't figure shit, I don't even know. Like if I make a video longer than a minute, I know you can't use a copyrighted song for more than a minute on TikTok, but some people do. Like you go to their videos, a 10-minute video, it's got 13 fucking licensed songs. I'm like, I know it's a way. Am I just too old to figure it out, or just too lazy?
Right. They must have like a separate program that does something to it.
They do something. I don't know. They and then they just yell words at you. You're like, how did they do that? Cap cut. Okay. All right.
All right. What does that mean? I don't
Whatever
know.
Whatever you say.
Child, yes.
I'm sure it's somewhere. Evie says, I miss Groupie Tales. I've been listening to the show close to 10 years, but I can't pinpoint when exactly. I know I started listening before your 1000th episode at least. Groupie Tales was my favorite segment, and hating ass Terrell Jones comments was always so funny because the voice you used when you read them. Oh,
and
yeah, I
the
did.
West.
I used to do that voice.
That deep ass voice.
He was such a hater, though. His soul felt like that voice. I
Yes,
know
it did.
I sometimes think about him and wonder how he's doing. He's dead. He probably listening to Manosphere podcast as we speak. He probably started one. What if he one of them? It's like, wait a minute. Hating ass Terrell Jones was Sneeko? Could you please play 5-Star Chick for old time's sake? No, for copyright sake.
Yes, for copyright
for,
That's the only
for
reason
YouTube
why.
demonetizing us sake, which they definitely did the last episode we recorded again.
They was like,
can't play nothing. Sean says, wow, I just looked up the Charlotte Uprising. That's when I finally decided to join. And apparently I've been here for almost 10 years as well. Time flies faster than groupies and groupie tales. Oh, Sean. That's funny if you came on for the Charlotte Uprising. Because
yes.
we are so not activists. We wasn't up here saying like it's both sides of, but it was like, we wasn't on the ground. It had to be better podcasts to listen to though.
Oh yeah.
That was also, man, it sounds crazy now, but it's, I don't know what happened, but you remember that era of time when there would be a protest or uprising and like people from Twitter would pay money to travel there and cover it? They weren't necessarily even journalists. They just were. It was like something's happening.
I need
to be there recording it. What happened to that?
Yeah.
Does that still happen really as much? I feel like that doesn't happen anymore. I mean, obviously the world's on fire. Trump is doing shit all the time, but like you don't even really see people being like, I'm at this No Kings protest. I know Don Lemon did a couple. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, it used to be just
live thing,
like 100 people, 1,000 people on Periscope, people on going live on like just sharing videos or like confrontations with police and stuff. It feels like that's not happening as much. But maybe I'm just out of the loop.
No. I also think it's not happening as much. It's several reasons. I guess several reasons why. One, social media has changed. Algorithms has changed. So it's one of those things where before everything used to be natural. Like if you had 5,000 followers, all 5,000 of your followers, regardless of the platform, would see it. And so now people think people don't even exist online no more because the algorithm going, oh, you're not into that shit. And you going, I really am if you would show it to me. But the algorithm going, no, you like this. And unless it's something that you purposefully almost seek out to force the algorithm to reset itself, it washes a lot of that away. Like literally a lot of that away. I think, and also, before people did things out of I got to be there.
Yeah.
Now with the change of the internet and people started getting jobs, people started making money and jealousy and corporations and all these other factors started stepping in. It changes things from just a natural thing to almost like a business setting almost.
Right.
You know, to like you can't. It's very hard. Not that it's impossible, and people do it all the time. Ground roots is different than I come in with money.
Grassroots,
yes. Grassroots, yes. And also, it's one of those things, too, to when corporations start stepping in, they start wanting to make rules and regulations. You can't do this. You can't do, like, languages and things like that, versus when people actually do it themselves, depending on the situation, you get more.
I think also it's that social media was new and people thought it was a tool that could make change because what we saw happen in Egypt. I don't know if you remember that.
That was
and
big.
I think it was like, okay, we can do that in Ferguson and we can do that in, you know, all these other locations. And then over time they realized, this is limited to, and also the places that own these, and the people who own these platforms,
they started fighting against that shit.
They are not on the side of us doing that stuff. Like they don't want a revolution.
No.
So, you know, now when Elon Musk the dude that owns TikTok, that's like Ellison or something, and then Mark Zuckerberg are in charge. Yeah, you probably don't like. It's like, why even put? How we even gonna put this on Instagram Live? They don't want to see it. They'll suppress it.
Right, and so it's very different.
But also, I think people changed. Like,
yes, they have.
Like in addition to all this stuff, I think there are less people going, I'm gonna rise to internet prominence by getting a camera and going out here and filming the police. Like, I just feel like there's less people doing it as well, like a circular chicken egg, argument, snake eating his own tail thing.
Yes, and then not only that, when you have people in charge that don't like you protesting in the first place, they start making laws and rules and regulations.
Yeah,
and
but
shit like that.
I think they was doing that already, and people was out there. Like, a lot of people was getting arrested in the first place. I really think it's not even that. It's a lot of. I think it's what you nailed right. The first time.
That's more. But also before, like you said, they've always been doing that. But particularly with who's in charge now, you go, oh, y'all might actually enforce this harder than y'all already was.
For sure.
So less people are being out there.
For sure. But this is actually his second time, and I would say even under Biden, we weren't seeing as much of the protest. Like the people. Agreed. The online phenomenon of I exist as an activist to record protests and be protesting. We aren't seeing that as much. DJ says, I wonder if Karen's favorite rapper is Too Short. She do like to say bitch a lot. That's her favorite word. That's when you say, do you say it like short? She don't even know the song, guys. That's how committed to the bitch Karen is. She don't even know that Too Short song I just said.
I probably don't.
That's sad.
I probably heard it before. You play it, I go, oh, I know that song. I guarantee you play it, I'll be like, I know that song.
I think it's called Blow the Whistle.
I've heard that song.
That's bitch. It's my favorite word. You say it like short.
But my number one word, I'm not gonna lie, is nigga. That like that. I think that's my number one word. I'm not even gonna lie. I will put it anywhere. It could be an adjective, verb, pronoun. It don't matter.
Ramsey D. Jenkins says, good morning, Rod and Karen. Just responding to the caller who suggested you all take the training to become poll workers. That is what my brother and I did during the 2020 election, and we have worked both the national and primary elections since here in Northeast Texas. The Repubs are slick and sneaky. Dems try too hard and don't always fight the good fight. During the primary this year, we had separate ballots, one Dem and one Repubs. I will email Rod the Hunt County Conservative Values cheat sheet that was outside a church where I worked earlier this month for the March the 3rd primary. Lastly, no cell phones were allowed during the election of 2024. Folks took pictures of each ballot and sent them to family and friends. Okay, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. A lot of this stuff is just scary and fucking sucks.
And I will look everybody in their eye and be like, it didn't have to be like this. I will feel like that to the day I die.
Yeah, exactly. Sean says, I enjoyed this episode thoroughly, but y'all were vamping so much I had to check if Anne Rice got a writing credit on this one. You know what? That's a good joke. I like it. I want you to know that. If I could find the there we go. That was and I'm not being ironic. I actually like the joke. That's not me being sarcastic at all. We were vamping. All right. YouTube. Let's check the comments there. What did you guys have to say about Angry Ass Tyrone? We got 4 comments on this one. All right. Chicken and waffles, bitch. Chef's kiss. Thank you. Sometimes I feel unrecognized. When I get to some of these replies and y'all see what people reply to me about chicken and waffles, how mad they be on social media, you be like, do they know this nigga be just joking? Do they know that this is a fun bit?
We just joking, y'all.
Yeah, because y'all jokes don't feel as jokeful. They feel like they hurt.
Yeah.
They be like, I never liked him anyway. I'm like, whoa, what happened? I just want to stand it for chicken and waffles. That's it.
Voices matter. Yeah.
When the syrup hits the hot sauce, I said, I'll kill this nigga if I ever see him on the street.
You're like, whoa, buddy.
My My family name is Chicken and Waffles. And you insulted my family. My name is Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
You insulted the heritage.
My name is Roscoe S. Chicken and Waffles.
Come on, Roscoe S.
Okay.
For the sauce.
Joseph says, y'all did do the official weapon and unofficial sport twice. Oh, well, good for you. You can count. Well, I'll tell you what, Joseph.
No, baby.
Let me tell you something, Joseph. Okay. I bet it was an episode where we forgot to do it in the past. How about you take this one and you put it back on that one, okay? You divide the pie. You say, hey,
take that.
This for one of the ones they missed.
Y'all missed, yeah.
That I probably wrote in at the time in 2017. Like, hey, you just not gonna say
tag it. that be really because it's the thing. It's like a routine to people, and they be like, hey, I'm used to the routine. Y'all fucking the routine up because y'all forgetting. So I'd rather say it twice than 0 times.
Y'all niggas better go write us a Wikipedia page. You know, we have been running this podcast for so long. Mm-hmm. We don't have a wiki page. Everybody got a wiki page.
I don't know why. I just assumed it was there.
I bet Farts got a wiki page if you look it up. Everything.
Somebody go make us a wiki page.
Everything got a wiki page except us. Okay. Now, if you can count how many times we say the unofficial weapon and the official weapon and unofficial sport, then you can make one sentence on wiki. If everybody make one sentence, they will know something about us. Probably better than AI slop.
Much better than AI slop.
Because the AI got people thinking like Roderick Monroe and Karen Hunter host a podcast as a husband and wife duo on a radio show on Urban View.
And then we contacted Karen. She gonna be like, no, what is happening here?
Karen even said taser the first time, and neither y'all corrected her. I thought the Matrix was glitching. I was just probably high, guys. I think this was an episode where it had kicked in too early. I was like, oh, hello.
No, I probably didn't catch it. Y'all, and what's hilarious, like, child, the taser was like for 10 years. So, so it's hard. My brain glitches back. There's sometimes the folding chain ain't that old.
Singro Fly says, oh man, can I comment on a feedback episode? Your Cheesecake Street bit had me in tears. I can picture Witch Hazel moving in a random neighborhood, climbing up a step ladder with a tool belt dangling around her bony hips and screwing in the Cheesecake Street sign. I love your imagination. That's hilarious. And that was a fun bit. I forgot about that. That was good. That was a good one too. Provocative AF says, sup fam, I'm back. I was locked up for a bit. Just playing. Gotta catch up. Don't just play like that. Okay, be careful with the playing saying you get locked up. I had to do the life thing. I'm glad I caught y'all today. Needed a great laugh. Fan for life. Love you guys. Thank you, Provocative AF. And we always appreciate your comments over here.
Yeah, we know people get busy. Life be lifing.
It's all good. It's all good. Okay, let me check the comments for the on Patreon. Let's see if we had any on this one. 3. Damn. Okay, Patreons, I see y'all.
We see
y'all over here patronizing. Y'all over here patronizing.
People were like, I'm over here and I want y'all to know.
Soul Power leaves a comment. Def gotta be chicken thighs, bone in with my waffles. Anybody that says different getting side-eyed. See? I told we need a standard.
We need a standard.
I'm not even gonna lie. I think you have the right answer, but I'm not a chicken and waffle savant. We probably have to take a vote to get to like where we saying. But I've seen wings on chicken and waffles.
I've seen wings. I've seen wings. I've seen breasts. I've seen thighs.
What are we doing
here?
Combo
of wings and breasts. I mean, rings and thighs.
When I order, if you order chicken and waffles at a restaurant, you really do not know what you're getting.
Yeah, and then they need to be more detailed sometimes too. Because when they describe it, a lot of times they just be like chicken and waffles. And if you're expecting like not too funny, like chicken breast, like breast without the bone and chicken tenders, and you get them bones, and you might be mad. And vice versa, if you're expecting bones and you get them tenders, you're gonna be like, the fuck is this?
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. They brought Karen gravy. Gravy. Come on, man. I'm not the one who's wrong here. I put the system on trial.
You say I am not the one.
Y'all know I'm right. And just search your hearts. You know deep down that I'm right.
Make a standard. Like his thing is like, there's nothing wrong with the chicken and the waffle. Just make a standard.
We don't even know if they trash or not because nobody's selling the same thing, guys.
No, they not.
If you went to McDonald's and the chicken nuggets that one was actually chicken, you'd be disgusted.
I like that pink goop and eat it for decades.
Like, what y'all doing?
I ain't never going back.
We are a nation of standards.
Yes.
Nadine says, got the official weapon wrong on the first shot. Got to restart the counter. All right. You owe us a sentence on the wiki, Nadine. There you go.
Not only y'all owe us a sentence on the wiki, a 5-star review. Y'all leave us 5-star.
Shoebooty done left us 5-star review, I'm sure.
Not them, but just people in general is like, yeah, 5-star review.
Nadine says, Apia having a boner for Chet Hayes is something that I did not see coming. Right? She's normally so perfect. She's normally so much better than all of us.
Say that wasn't on your Apio
right.
bingo card for this year.
Chet Hayes is not even somebody like what? We need to introduce it to that nigga that played Roller from Claws or something. There's so many of the wigs. That, have you not seen Travis Kelce? You just out here just slumming with Chet Hayes?
Yeah, that's definitely a wig.
Yeah, what are you doing, girl? You can't get what. All right, I'll just move on. It's okay, Apia. We all have a soft spot for some dirty rat man that doesn't deserve our goodwill.
Oh
no! Amen, sister. I hear you. Let's see. Any comments on Spotify? Damn, for this. Okay. See what y'all was talking about. It's also nice to have a computer that can load it.
Where he can see it.
DJ Freedom says, I knew what the title meant immediately, and I know I'm not alone. We all here for it because it was Karen Tankin hating ass Terrell's name.
I don't know what made me say that.
Angry ass Tyrone. Mucho Mama says, yes, we knew, but I also knew something was off. Katija says, just like Too Short, bitch is Karen's favorite word. I'm going to play that song on the way to the game today so Karen can just bask in it. I'm going to start a bitch playlist.
Oh, no. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of songs that can be on that list.
Let her be comfortable. Recognized Tate says, I miss Groupie Tales too. That was such a fun segment. Thank you. I agree. That was so fun. And I wish we could... I'm not joking. In a way, I wish as a podcast segment, I could erase my brain, go back and find all the Groupie Tales ever that because they gone off the internet now.
Oh yeah, you can't.
But I wish I could rediscover it for the first time, and do what we used to do, have guests on reading it with us. Like that was the best.
That was a special.
And
time.
I remember at one point, we even had 11 from Baller Alert on the show because I was so infatuated with just Baller Alert as an idea. Groupie Tales. Baller Alert started a podcast. That was a good time. Mm-hmm. Coach Malik Bailey says, "Oh my God, y'all have me cracking up with Cheesecake Street. Witch Hazel at the end of the block cooking children and waffles. Thank you, thank you.
That was right.
I got a little something. Sometime. All right. And then the poll was, would you trust Cheesecake Street if you were in a fairy tale? 29% of you guys still said yes. What the fuck? What the fuck? Are we reading different fairy tales? Are y'all serious?
Have y'all read the story Hansel and Gretel?
Right.
I don't think y'all are gonna survive.
Oh my God.
We gonna see y'all in the pot somewhere boiling.
Y'all some Goldilocks ass. Open the door for the wolf, Red Riding Hood motherfuckers, boy. Oh, y'all be playing.
Child, the wolf gonna blow all them houses down.
Ooh, man.
That's hilarious.
Well, at least 71% of y'all are making sense.
I be like, I'm not sure, but you won't get me.
Right. Boy, that is insane. People just do anything with life. All right, it's time to take our first break. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated. This is just... Oh, I just realized on the recording...
It's real low.
Nah. Well, they'll hear it on the live, but on the recording later, they're not gonna hear the music.
Oh.
Which is like I said, new computer. I gotta come up with New computer. I'm gonna have to figure out
I'm about to say
how to do this.
on my end, that shit sounded low. They gonna be like, why is y'all quiet for 10 minutes, 10 seconds?
Well, I can turn the volume up, but that wasn't. I don't think that's the issue. Something with the recording on Audacity. So
Okay.
let me write that down, guys.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Fix
but
that setting.
gotta.
Oh, because you probably had it set so it wouldn't do that.
It's supposed to play music. It's supposed to be able to record the music and listen and let us record our voices at the same time. And for some reason, when the music played, I didn't see the WAV file like
moving.
moving. That's not good.
No, that's not.
It's not ideal.
No, we don't want it flatlining.
So that'll be something I have to check out. That'll haunt the back of my brain as we finish recording this podcast. But listen, we soldier on. The show goes on. The show must go on. The next episode is 3240 Music Stole Child. And the chat room could hear the music, right? Y'all let me know if y'all could.
Y'all let me know if
But
y'all
yeah, I
could.
know they can hear the music because before when we do the show, when I warm up, they heard the music.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not that. It's really Audacity. Okay, brain. Let's get to this. 3240
It's
Music
okay,
Stole
brain.
Child. 3 comments. Abia says, "Oh, the last name discussion. My last name is Simon. Luckily, a rather common name. The man who this name is from my father-in-law. He has turned right-wing now. It is a mercy for me that the name is so common. What else would I do now? Change it back? What about the kids? One more mercy, his age. He is 76, I think. And I said, if this is the alt-right youth here, I'm all for it. Natural end in sight." That is dark. Damn. Not much time to make a bigger name for himself in hate. Hey, listen, I love that energy. It's dark, but I'm with it. Sean says, "Wow, Pastor Jamal Bryant putting a target, literally and figuratively, on his back. Meanwhile, we hear about Republicans voting in Democratic primaries. I always wondered if that's how Crockett lost. Crazy news all around." You know what I was thinking? If I was Jamal Bryant, if I was a person that wanted to shop at Target all this time and I was a black person, the second Jamal, I mean, I am black, but I'm not a Target. Anyway, if the second Jamal Bryant put that video out, they should have ran up in that motherfucker like the $1 million sweepstakes. They should have ran up in that motherfucker.
They should have seen him got pushed down on the video.
They should have, no, I'm saying they should have ran in there and just start grabbing everything they could off the shelf. All the stuff they've been wanting for months that they've been holding out on. Because they had to know within minutes. It was about to be like, no, we not going back to Target. What the fuck is he talking about? You had to, but there was a brief window of time where you could have feigned ignorance.
Yeah, I thought it was over.
I bet if you went to Target immediately after you saw the video, I bet it was full of just lines of black people around the block. Just don't turn your phone off. Don't get no updates, y'all.
Everybody looking at everybody threatening. Don't you get online.
People waving. Girl, I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays. I know, girl. Jamal Bryant said we back. we shall overcome.
Right. And Tiger gonna be confused. Well, all these MLK flags on the ground for.
And then one person get like a alert on their phone. They be like, "Oh, guys, I got some bad news."
And everybody going, "No."
Tamika Mallory, shut the fuck up! You shut the fuck up! What? Evie,
They gonna start talking. They gonna start putting tape on their mouth,
right,
and dragging them out and throwing them. They was like, "Why is all these black people duct
everything's
tape
fine? Just stay in line
in front of the Target?"
We can shop here. Jamal Bryant says it's fine. I'm with Karen. Evie says Sydney Sweeney is not invited to the cookout, and if she shows up, I'm throwing rocks at her and at the person who invited her. She didn't even do the bare minimum, as is the requirement. She only spoke probably because her publicist told her to. She can kick rocks and hang out with her people and a potato salad with raisins. Evie, you said you've been listening to the show since before episode 1000. Is that correct? Then I feel like you should know that there is no cookout that's really gonna happen. It's a fictional thing. I don't even really go to cookouts. If you told me there's an event where every black person would be there, I wouldn't go.
I about to say
I would stay home. I'd be like, well, one black person won't be there because that's a lot of niggas.
Magic is not participating.
Allow us this fictional space to make fun, and we will. Not you won't even see Sydney Sweeney at the cookout because it's gonna be so many coon ass black men.
Wait for you get to her
between you and her. you're not even gonna have to see her.
They're gonna be blocking the path.
Because it's a certain type of brother that's letting her up in there, and I hate that you are finding out like this. But it's a certain type of brother that's gonna be up in there, getting his love on. He gonna.
Playing field is
Oh, y'all can't hear this.
Snow bunnies everywhere now.
I don't know how to fix
You know what
that.
I'm saying? I just
They can't hear it.
I feel like sometimes I'm on a ski trip.
It's the Snow Bunnies clip,
'cause
y'all.
I ain't never pulled so many before.
The
You know,
player
it's like
field is
I go
magnificent.
to-
All right, I'll stop it I don't want it'll be torture for audio listeners to be like, what the fuck are they playing?
Right.
It'd be cool though if y'all listen so much y'all was like, I know the clip. The playing field is magnificent. I'm talking snow bunnies everywhere. Blue hair, purple hair, brunette hair. Jack Harlow can also kick rocks. Okay, get out of here. Sydney Sweeney was like Hal Hitler. Jack Harlow was just like, I went blacker. He just need a little correction. He had his heart in the right place.
He did.
They cannot both be out the cookout. You're not coming to the cookout. I can tell you're gonna be at Arby's. We're gonna all be at the cookout, and you're gonna be like, I'm too full on delicious meats to go hang out with my people. I'm in Arby's with Jack Harlow and Sydney Sweeney kicking it. You're trying to keep the white people for yourself, EVE. He's an example of getting popular off the culture but knowing nothing about the culture. Well, that's true. There was an interview when someone asked him about Brandy. He didn't know who she was. That's a little bit debatable because that could also be a generational thing.
Yes,
I feel like
and sometimes people be forgetting.
we could do an interview with like black rappers from a certain age and be like, nigga, what?
Right.
I mean, shit, Lil Russell, well, not Lil Russell, but like I remember when Lupe Fiasco, who was one of my favorite rappers, I remember there was an interview where he did he did a tribute to Tribe Called Quest.
I remember it was a big
And
thing
everyone
at the
would
time.
assume that a guy like Lupe, as thoughtful and eclectic as he is, grew up on that. He didn't know the words. Like, not everybody is versed in the culture, and a lot of that is on us to educate them. I feel like when I look at people like Jack Harlow, and there was another one recently. Oh, or even like these BTS groups that y'all like and shit. These Korean K-pop groups. Even when I see a failure of the people around them because they can't make that music without black folks around them.
Agreed.
And if you a black person and you was just getting a check and didn't give a fuck and not like relaying the historical context of what these people was doing, then this is just bound to happen every time. I mean, it's their fault too, but I'm saying there isn't a real nigga around Jack Harlow. Like, bro, you need to actually lock in and learn about this shit. Like, that shit with Brandy is egregious. You don't understand because nobody fucking told you how egregious that is.
Right.
But anyway, I'll move on. Now I was willing to let that slide, but when one of the interviewers said she was Ray J's sister, he knew who Ray J was. Well, Ray J's Ray J's popular on the internet.
Right.
Ray J is this is gonna blow your mind, but Ray J is probably more popular than Brandy now.
He is.
Not for music, but I just
Not
mean
for
like
music.
a motherfucker in Sri Lanka seen the video of him changing that hat 57 times and him fucking Kim Kardashian, and they ain't been to a Brandy concert. So like
Right.
that says more about our society, because it used to take talent and something to be famous, and Brandy in our lifetime, Brandy was more famous than Ray J, even when Ray J made music.
Mm-hmm.
But the fucking
It did the way
standards.
Yeah, the way it flipped, and I, like I say, I do understand you not having gatekeepers, but also you need gatekeepers.
Right. Somewhat.
Like it
Because
has
the
it
culture
has to
won't
be a
gatekeep
balance.
itself, and we let people in that's just egregious like this. But like I said, what you described to me is an age thing.
Yes.
If you 47, that sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
But if you 37, Ray J has been more popular than his sister for 10 years of your life.
Uh-huh.
So like, yeah.
And it's not like Brandy. Not trying to consistently puts out music and things
Yeah,
like
and
that.
I mean, when
right?
she's famous I grew up when she was famous. She's famous to me.
Yes.
But
yes, as far as I'm concerned, yes.
if she isn't, she's not like Mariah Carey status. Some, you know, where it's like cultural tentpole. Brandy's still on some like, if you know, you know,
Right.
and mostly, and if you know, you know, because you black and you black woman adjacent. But anyway, that was egregious. But I like to add a couple new nicknames for him: NBA White Boy and Curtis Snow. Those are hilarious. And just like that, you're back in my good graces.
Y'all be having a back and forth relationship.
That's what Evie, you know, when she write in what it's gonna be. Let's see, YouTube, we got 5 comments on the tubes. Shane says exactly my thinking, Rod, at the 10427 mark. Okay,
Can't hear it.
y'all won't be able to hear it, but I'll play just to see what it is. I wasn't listening to this nigga anyway. You know what I mean?
I feel you on that.
Oh, I'll forget, but it was somebody when I said I was listening to this nigga anyway, so I don't know.
Jamal Bryant.
Jamal Bryant. Oh, yeah. That was good. Thank you. Don Wick says, had to stop scrolling and come tell you, you ain't nothing for that thumbnail. And it was I think this is the one where I had Jack Harlow in that in the fit with the looking like music soul child, like a neo soul fit in that.
That's hilarious.
Let's see. Oh, CPJ Morgan says the music cue delays are hilarious. Thank you for hanging in there. Prayers for the tech. Well, big tech is in heaven now. We had to send him out to the granddad's ranch. Genius Rod.
We had to send him out there with the floppy disk.
Nathan,
Shout out to you, didn't know what the fuck that is.
Nathan just says genius, that Rod. Thank you. Brian says the Black Harlow memes have been absolutely comedy gold every day, even days later. When I see a new one, it's still funny AF. I swear, good stuff. And Jason says, man, I gotta confess, I didn't vote for Cinema in the primary, but I absolutely voted for her in the general. To be fair, she still was better than a Republican would have been, but man, I thought she was a pog Arizonans could believe in. You thought the playing field was magnificent. Now look at you. I'm waiting for Gnome Cinema Podcast. The amount of taxpayer funded these dollars these ladies have. Taxpayer funded D. Yes, I see what you're saying. These ladies have procured is incredible. If they weren't so awful, they could almost be pioneers for the ladies. Well, they are pioneers of awfulness. You know, I won't be celebrating them on Women's History Month, but they are among the first to be so terrible. I have zero concern about the AOCs or bust crowd in 2028. They're a loud minority. Ain't nobody trying to hear that this time. If the Dems lose in 28, it'll be that voter suppression save act at work. That story about the white dude named Shane who stabbed a KFC worker was crazy. But I have to admit, the way he spells his name is rather original.
That's good.
I'm playing the CSI Miami sound.
That was real good.
They'll hear it later. All right. And let's check on Spotify. Recognized Taste says, I interpreted Jack Harlow's album name like how black people say New Monica, like Missy Elliott. So when it comes up, people will say New Monica. I don't know if I get this reference, and it's my fault.
I don't either.
When did Oh, Monica, the artist, the singer, New Monica. I see what you're saying. I you know what though? That would require us to believe that Jack Harlow knows. Like, you know what's killing Jack Harlow is not knowing anything about Brandy, but being like, I want to make this neo soul album. I mean, it's not looking good for your boy, and it's
good.
not, and like that Monica is not giving what it's supposed to give.
Because that first time, not trying fun, I was like, "Oh, is this about the singer Monica?" Like, that's
right.
where my brain went.
But
I was like, "Well, y'all in a relationship? What was that?"
Well, it's like maybe he trying to take another shot at Brandy, but that's not giving what it's supposed to give.
No, it's
like,
not.
It's a lot going on with that one, man. I don't know.
Yeah, like you said, he ain't had nobody around him looking him in his eye, but like, change whatever you name it, don't name it that.
Yeah. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's check the comments on Patreon if we have any. One comment. Shoe Booty says, pass the collection plate around. A new computer ain't cheap. It ain't. And y'all know I can't just go get, like, okay, here's the cheapest computer. Just give me that.
Child, that thing
because
down in 6 months the way we run it.
Well, not just that, but, like, if I want the podcast to be good.
Right.
So, we don't want to, we want to get to the fastest thing so that it's like, all right, cool. It's uploading things faster. It's playing the videos. It's downloading. It's, man, this shit compressed the hell out this video the other day. That don't mean nothing to y'all, but I was like, let me just come back in 30 minutes. It's like done. I was like, whoa.
I like that because y'all usually shut that other shit. We go to bed and have to wake up the next morning for that shit be done, depending on what it is and the size of the file.
Mm-hmm. That's as bad as going in for an oil change and watching the mechanic come back with a solemn look and some mysterious car parts in his hand. Yes. Girl, I hate when that happens. They come back to be like, oh, it's your Horcrux. I'm like, oh, no, not the Horcrux, because I got to pretend that I know. I don't know.
Not the Horcrux.
It's the flux diameter. Shit! I knew that. I need those, right? You can't just, yeah, that sounds expensive.
Yeah, and I remember when I was younger one time, I had took my car into a place, and like I had the piece replaced before. I forgot what it was. But I knew the dude told me how they fixed it. So when I went up to the dude, I told him exactly what was wrong and all that stuff. And dude said, yeah. I said, yeah. We walked away, and there was an old man behind me. He said, you knew what you was talking about. I looked at him. I said, I had no idea, but he knew, and that's all that mattered. That's all that goddamn mattered. He knew. So let's go. I don't know I memorize the words. I do not know what they do. But child, we on the six, so you ain't cheating me. That's all I wanted.
The poll was, are you going to shop at Target now? 17% said yes, 83% said no. And I think those 17% represent the people I said earlier. It's like, just go while you say it's okay. Because by the next day, it was over.
It was over.
All right, I gotta play the break music, guys. But
sorry for
the
those
people listening later, y'all won't be able to hear it. Oh man, I don't know what to say, but I gotta have this commercial break, so it's gonna look weird on the
right. They don't get it everywhere else but here.
Jesus. Oh well.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out what's happening here. Because trust, Roger ain't gonna rest till this gets corrected. Music, beat.
Okay, I'll stop it. Last episode, the last musical break, I guess.
Right?
3241 Black Folks Business is this one. It was when we debuted our new segment. And we was like, hey, if y'all can maybe make music for this, and no pressure, but we could use some. We got 4 comments on this one. Marissa says, I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a light supremacist. I just think bright is right. I will, however, dabble in the DEI mode at night to help me sleep. Absolutely hate working in woke mode on my laptop, so I think the companies do have the data. We are just the silent minority. Okay.
That's hilarious.
I uploaded my on this computer, the thing you can pick like a theme or whatever. And so I picked the theme from the Microsoft store. I picked the House of the Dragon theme. And it turned everything dark. Like it made like when I open up Microsoft Word, the background is now dark. I was like, oh, it made dark mode as part of the theme because it's Game of Thrones. That's beautiful.
Right.
Obvious says, I have my apps on bright, probably for racist reasons. I mean, I am still a white woman. You know how they do. I do know how y'all do. The reputation precedes you. Just put it that way. And we assumed you had it on bright. I mean, I why would you have it on dark mode? Okay, you like Chet Hayes. Okay, that's a bright setting right there. But after listening to the show, I switched on my iPad and I like it more the dark way. That's the Black Guy Who Tips effect. Thank you. Listen, once you go black mode, you never come back mode. That's what they always say.
Yeah, I like it.
Yes. Next thing you know, you got a BBC. You like the big black computer. Oh. What, Kim? What did you think I was going to say? Wow. Oh, no.
Why you acting like my mind dirty?
I didn't do anything to your mind. Wow. Ramsey D. Jenkins says 5 stars for the Black Folks Business section on the podcast. Afro Man is the type of petty I strive to become. He really is. I found out later he was MAGA, but I was like, I assumed so.
I'm coming out there with a whole ass American flag suit and American slippers.
Like, I didn't think this man was. No one owns that much flags, dog.
Nobody owns that many flags.
There's no good person owns that much American flag material, dog.
I can deal one, maybe two, because you got 2 hands.
Even
After
even Captain America's like, just put a little bit by the rib cage. That's enough flag. Don't get too crazy.
that's enough flag.
Okay, I already got the shield. I'm
My
pushing
shield
it.
is enough.
Like, that much flags? Come on. Ramsey D. Jenkins says 5 stars for the Black Folks Business section of the podcast. Afro Man is the type of pay. I said this. EV says Mystical might be even more diabolical rapist than Bill Cosby. When you're reading that story about him and said he was arrested for rape, my first thought was, again, he wasn't kidding when he said, if you see him in the forest with a bear, you better help the bear. Yeah, you know what he's trying to do to that bear. Is it a woman bear? Do it owe him money?
I hope not. Shit.
Maybe he was the man Antoine Dotson was talking about, because he's raping everybody up in here. Climbing in your windows. Black Folks Business on Spotify. DJ Freedom says, as an artist and creative, no AI music, please and thank you. Request heard. But, at the same time, we'll see. If somebody does send in an AI one, I will listen to it and see if I like it. But it better be good, because we have real humans that submit. And we still do have to pick or rotate. So we'll see. All right, let's see.
And I am pro-human. I'm not even gonna lie. Like
you one of them weirdos, pro-humans?
I am pro-human.
Okay, I know he's on controversial opinion today, Karen. Shit.
I clear it is.
You brought the hot take. Karen out here pro-human? Okay.
Yes, I am.
I see you. I'm on pro-robot leaders, overlords. I'm going to enjoy being a good, well-kept pet while the rest of y'all are slaves, but that's just me.
Yes, you are going to be a well-kept pet. I'll be fighting the revolution.
001. Okay.
000.
That was for my real, hey, if you know, you know. My real robots. That was for y'all.
Real robots.
Don't kill me, robots. Don't kill me, Decepticons.
me and Sarah Connor gonna be out there killing them all.
I just think Energon is good but should be given to the robots. I don't think we need it as all. Like, what do I care about, a power plant or Megatron eating? I'd rather have Megatron eating. That's just me. But the rest of y'all pro-human. Okay.
Yes, I am 100% pro-human.
Alicia says, yay, they're back. Christoph says, dark mode on all my devices and dark meat on my waffles. Amen. Love hip hop in Imani says, anyway, it says LHH Imani, but that love, LHH means love and hip hop to me.
Yes.
Glad you all are back. Good job on setting up your new computer. I love the banner section and the banner between you. Lick 'em low, Lisa is wild as all outdoors. Yo, does that, I wonder if that means when we recorded on the other day, were people not hearing the songs on the audio later?
I don't know. This first time you looked at it or something?
Well, I didn't see. Yeah, last time, because I didn't change any recording settings.
Because something like that, I think people would have wrote it.
Right.
So so before.
So maybe it's something that happened just now.
Yeah, it's a setting like it's something in it, because I was like. Something like that. We have too many fans that have been like, "Hey, Rod."
Yeah, the music didn't play or something.
Right, because trust. If they can be like, "Y'all did Booty Baller stream twice," they listening for music.
All right, I'll check. Maybe it's something else that I'm just not noticing or something.
Yeah, and that's a good thing, because sometimes y'all let us know when something go wrong.
Yeah. All right. Back to this though. Good evening. Oh yeah, good evening. How about a segment on Black Indigenous Indian people? There are many of us out here. We were paper genocide. Our identities were stolen and reclassified as other identities for centuries. The last was in 1988 by Jesse Jackson with this African American nonsense. He did some good things, but that was not one of them. Give a listen to UBTV and Mike TV.
Yeah, it sounds like an AI bot. We
were always here. All right. Nasty Next says this is definitely getting demonetized. It did.
It did.
That
They said this is definitely. They heard all that. They was like, I don't think y'all gonna make it.
they demonetized shit out this video.
They was
It was
like,
fucked up too, because the first time they was like, "You want to monetize it?" Because I said no, and I was like, "Well," they said, "Oh, it cleared all the checks. You want to monetize?" I said, "Sure, why not?" And then it was like 10 minutes later, "You can't monetize this shit. You crazy?" I'm like, "You said."
you
I
said I
knew.
cleared.
Brian says, I like the Black Folks Business segment. It seemed to have a real smooth flow to it. I think 50 Cent is going to start beefing with Afro Man because he is trying to usurp him as the pettiest mofo alive. I don't think he's going to take that lightly. Lastly, dark mode on some things, but not dark mode on most others. Well, that's your life, okay? Live your life. That's the poll, Karen. Write that down. Dark mode. Do you use dark mode? Or you like one of these weird light bright motherfuckers that just need buttons and bells and whistles? I don't know. Okay, let's all grow up. I like my screens like I like my women. Okay, tall, dark, with big old butts and breasts.
Lord.
My screens are weird. Now I have weird phones, guys. They don't fit in my pockets, but and people are often like, put that phone away. But listen, that's how I like them. The poll, did you get what La Russell was trying to say in his Heaven Sent song? Karen did not get it. Well, 5% of the audience got it, and 95% did not.
He was just rambling and talking.
I hate to say it, and I shout out to my girl Nick Jew, because I know Nick Jew will stand on business with me on this. I did get what he was trying to say. I just don't think he should have said it. It just wasn't a good.
Dumb.
Right, it's like he thought it was deep. You know how people sometimes people think something is deep because people aren't saying it, and they're like, "Oh, everybody's afraid to say
being
it,"
a contrarian
as
is the
opposed to
thing.
just thinking like maybe everyone had thought about it, thought one more second, and was like, "Oh no, it's stupid." It could just be that it's stupid, not any of this other stuff.
And the thing is, you had somebody warn you, and you was
Yeah.
like, I don't care.
If I know what he's trying to say, God does. If you're a believer in God, God does everything for a reason. So even something bad is something that God did, and whatever trials and tribulations you're going through, God put you through them because He know you can make it. Blah blah blah. And it's like, yes, I hear what you're trying to say, and that is a point. But that is a point everyone's thought of, and everyone's decided, man, fuck that. I'd still rather not go through all this shit with. I'm not gonna start being like, thank God for Epstein. I'm not gonna do that for you. I'm gonna pause it real quick to see if I can work on these sound issues, guys. Just because I realized the voicemail segment, people won't even be able to hear it. So let me pause the audio here, and I'm gonna pause the video recording. Whew, all right, we solved the mystery, guys. Everyone live got to see it. Everyone not live.
Right?
This is why you listen live.
Y'all got to see behind the scenes scheduled meetings.
But here's another break. I solved the mystery. I had the volume too low.
Okay, turn that down just a little bit. Thank you.
All right, voicemail time. I don't know who the first one. No, that's just a missed call. Okay. There's voicemails. There you go. Here we go. Blue Wave Rider, the first.
Hey, Rod. I was listening to your feedback show, and I heard you talking about Appia's never-ending quest to find the black friends. So I got some suggestions to help her out. So Appia, get close to your radio. No, closer. Turn that volume up. I want you to do these 4 things. Next time you meet somebody black, tell them you like chicken and waffles, sugar grits, you smoke Swisher Sweets, and you eat Arby's. Next thing you know, you'll have a standing invitation to Black Oktoberfest. See if I'm right. Out.
First of all, that's just gonna make you friends with EVE. All that is EVE stuff.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that's funny. I also like that in his world, Appia's listening to an old timey radio. Turn your radio up.
I'm sorry, the radio.
Lean forward.
Come on in, not like a good old fashioned radio.
Adjust the dials. Get them antennas out, girl. Don't you?
Sometimes I do that and I'll be like, that's not right, but shit, my brain processes it like that.
I'll be listening to a boombox.
Yeah, she is.
Dre left the next two voicemails.
Going between FM and AM.
What's up, y'all? It's Dre. Aaron,
Yes.
that thing that the girls be doing, where they be tapping their thumb and their finger together, that motherfucking, I'm doing that right now. That motherfucking unbrush. Karen, I got 3 daughters. The big one, 19, she grown, so she got to unbrush her own shit. But the little ones, 5 and 1, the 1-year-old who acts like Chucky whenever he gets set on fire, whenever you try and comb or part her hair, Karen, I hit him with that unbrush. They was unbrushed. Do you hear me? Yes. Karen, how that little flimsy ass brush works that good?
Right?
Don't even look like it should be.
That's
ain't
true.
magic.
Yes, it
I
is.
got nigga babies. You hear me? I got little black ass babies. Well, they kind of light skinned. But me and their mama both black. We don't even know how they got that light. You know how niggas be.
We skipping generations. I'm with you, baby.
But that.
Oh, it cut off a little bit. Well, they won't let us be great, guys. He did call back.
What up, y'all? I'm gonna make this quick. First off, I know my service be tripping, so if you couldn't hear that first voicemail, Karen, the unbrush is fire. That's all it was about. When y'all were talking about the SNAP benefits and the limitations on the SNAP benefits, I think it highlights how fucked up shit is right now more than people realize, because in truth, if all of this was done in earnest, I don't even think it's something people would have an issue with.
Right.
If we had an administration that was like holistically approaching the nutritional needs of the people who are in poverty in America, no one would have an issue with them being like, hey, we put money in and making sure that these places have grocery stores. We're making sure these grocery stores aren't gouging these communities for money, or they're not being predatory on these communities. We're ensuring that they have access to all of these diverse things, and also to try and funnel people towards that, we are limiting some of the things that we consider to be health hazardous to these communities from being able to be purchased with government funds. I wouldn't have an issue with that. I don't think anybody would have an issue with that. But it's like you said, that's not why they're doing it, so that's not what they're doing. If they were doing it for that reason, maybe it would feel like that. But they're not. The point is just to fuck with some people who already spend their whole lives being fucked with. I think the worst thing about, if you've ever been poor or even been around people that are poor, you just realize that once you're in that situation, you're getting fucked at so many directions by so many different people. It's like, and this is just like another thing, bro. Like, it costs so be poor because you got to borrow and you late, and then you got to repay, and then you got to pay the late fee, and then you got to pay a higher interest rate. You got to do, like, these people are already doing so much just to get by. And it's like this one little thing. And I remember being broke. The one thing was, bro, me, my little cousins, all of us, none of us ever hungry. And we never even thought, food didn't even feel like it was attached to money to us. Because, like, it shouldn't as a child. Like, I don't know, man. Like, fuck these people. Fuck, that's all. That's what this is. Fuck these people and fuck them.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you. And, you know, like I said before, there's a lot of people who turn their nose up when a lot of their lives, some of their childhood, even if it wasn't for a short period of time, you know, they needed some form of assistance. But yet they look at other people like something's wrong with you. And it is expensive to be poor in this country. Because, like you said, it just takes one thing, then it's a snowball effect after that. And then I already got the money, then you feed me for the money that I ain't got. And something happens, and a lot of times, depending on certain situations, you either have no credit or you have bad credit. And so now I can't apply for a loan to get the car I want. And depending on what job I have, I can't get the job because they background check that and I flagged for whatever reason. You know, now all of a sudden you have this snowball thing that can impact you economically terribly. type of thing. And so when you have people out here, good people that's trying to do it on their own, and on top of that, when it comes to poor people, so many people have their versions of this, but most of the people that are poor in our country are children. And so a lot of times the bulk of these numbers, when they do all these homeless numbers, it's a bunch of children.
Right.
I have a buddy of mine. She don't work for it no more, but she worked for the bus system here, and she was saying that if the bus driver had to stop by the homeless shelter to pick the children up, that was the first stop they did, and that was the last stop they did. They said because they was like, we don't want the kids to get picked on from being picked up in front of these centers, because children are fucking cruel.
Right.
And so they was like, no, if you have to pick these children up 2 hours early, it is what it is, because we want to eliminate that. So when people are talking about poor people, you're talking about a lot of poor children. So all of a sudden, this child who is most likely on free and reduced lunch, trying to survive, who knows what kind of, not trying to find a situation they have at their home with their parents and all this stuff. I can't have some soda every now and then. I can't have a fucking pack of M&Ms, a lollipop. I can't have an ice cream cone. It doesn't make sense. The whole point is punishment.
Yes. Eloquently spoken. And it also reminds me of one of my favorite episodes of Atlanta, when they tried, Earn ends up following Darius all this time to try to make money and trading and doing all these things. And at the end, when the guy's like, okay, now you got this, I forget, I think it's like a dog or something. It's like, do you breed them? You wait 10 months and then blah, blah, blah. And then he said, it's an investment. And he said, I don't have time for fucking investments. Poor people don't get time because they're too busy trying not to be poor. And it's like, yes.
And they trying everything they can not to be poor.
Yeah, it's like time is the thing they take from you with all this shit,
And so, my thing is, that's why when people talk about, people being poor, being lazy, I was like, that's the furthest from it. A lot of times depend on the situation, because our minimum wage is fucking terrible across the country. Unless you have a state that passed like a statewide minimum wage, your minimum wage is what, $7.25, and that bitch been like that for almost 20 years, 15, 20 years, forever. It ain't changed in a long time. And so everything's gone up but minimum wage. And so you tell these people they're lazy, and a lot of times these people go, the requirements that I'm working $7.25 a job, so by the time I get taxed per hour, I'm probably making $3 and change per hour type of shit. So I work a first, second, and third shift just to make it through, and yet you're telling me that I'm the reason that I'm poor and I'm lazy.
Yeah. Yep. Capitalism. All right, the next 3 voicemails are all from Lily from Brooklyn. And strap in, because one's 2:42, the other one's 3 minutes, and one's 1 minute.
Hey, Rod and Karen, it's Lily from Brooklyn. Just a warning, I may call back with a second call because I'm a little bit behind on episodes, but I did listen to the last episode, Black Folks Business, and oh my God, first off, that was just a great episode. I mean, there's so many things that just had me entertained, informed, laughing. But so the first thing was the rapper La Russell. Oh my God. I was driving to work and you all were playing the song like, I don't know. The first person that he said was Heaven Made or something, I kind of squinted my eyes like, what? And then as he kept saying who is Heaven Sent, my eyes just got bigger. And oh my God. Yep. It's just like sometimes when I'm listening to you all, I imagine that we're all just the 3, me, you, and Karen, sitting in a room. Y'all are talking and stuff, and I'm talking back like I'm at the movies. I'm laughing and all that stuff. So I was cracking up with that. But then the other thing was when you all were talking about Mystical. And Karen was, so when you mentioned that he once again is up on rape charges or whatever, or been convicted, my first thought was, dang, he is still out here raping people, because I remember when he raped his hairdresser. And then Karen said it. Then Karen was like, oh, wasn't he the one that made it? And you were like, was he? I don't know. And I'm in the car going like, yes, yes, yes. And then I guess somebody in the chat was like, yes, and I was like, oh, thank God. Because then I was like, now my feedback call is going to have to be about the fact that, yes, he did. Some woman that was cornrowing his hair, he did do it. And, yes, he did do it with, like, a friend or something. So he is just trash all the way. But, I mean, that wasn't a good part of the episode. But just I was trying to send Karen or send you all some, like, ESP, like, yes. So shout out to the chat room. So, all right, I may be back, I may not, but
you will be back.
I really enjoyed
Twice.
that episode.
We know.
So looking forward to catching up on the old ones. So keep doing what you're doing and enjoy your weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
And the thing is, I don't think it was a person from the chat. I was reading the article. Because that's the thing. I read the article. Karen will often jump off the deep end.
I will.
And she just, she take a deep dive. She sometimes 100% on point. Sometimes she's wrong. But she'll be like, this thing. Or is that the person that said this? And so I wasn't like, no. I was like, did he do that? I didn't even remember that. And then in the article, literally like the next line was like, and he also did it to his hairdresser. I was like, oh, Karen did say that.
I remember
you
that.
did know, because Karen just taking a shot. Sometimes it's a great shot, and
but
sometimes it's not.
But that one, I specifically remember that one because we covered it on, I want to say pregame. It had to be pregame. We covered it on pregame. And that was one of the finer details about what the case. They were talking about it was a hairdresser, blah, 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 blah. And we went into a lot of, and I think some other.
It stuck with you somehow.
Yeah, the other allegations came up maybe later on, so we covered it again. I remember like
I
these
knew it
two
was,
cases.
I knew I had done it twice. I didn't know that, I forgot the hairdresser detail. But man, he just go to prison in between sexual assaults. It's like, are you even making music?
He just got out, and they like, let's come on back in there. I think this time, he's 55. They talking about some 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
Woo, yeah.
All right. She left 2 more voicemails. This was 3 minutes.
Lily from Brooklyn again. Okay. So the other thing I wanted to comment on was, 2 things. One was the BAFTA thing. I know that we talked about that ad nauseum, but a couple of things that haven't come up in the discussion in terms of on your show. So one is that you guys never mentioned the BBC, which is the network that the BAFTAs was broadcasted on. And I feel like they are actually more responsible for what happened. I mean, it's not an Olympics of who's the most fucked up, but
if it was,
but no, they were the ones that said that first off they didn't hear the N-word. They said that the team that was doing the audio whatever was in a truck or something and didn't hear it the first time, and then it was up to them, just like it would be up to ABC or CBS or whoever did like the Oscars. It would be up to them to correct the problem, and they didn't do it. So, boo, tomato, tomato to the BAFTAs, but the BBC gets the boo, tomato, tomato too, because in the end, they were the ones that had it on a 2-hour delay. They were the ones that were in charge of the editing and so on, and, so let's throw them in the mix too.
Yep.
My other thing about that situation is, I don't think that it was like an intentional, I've been waiting all this time for me to say it. What bothered me about John Davison, that's the guy with Tourette syndrome, is that his first apology said, I'm deeply mortified if anyone considers my involuntary tics to be intentional or carry any meaning. That was his first statement, and that's where he went left for me. Because, bro, it's not about you being mortified about what people think about you. Something happened. Yes, you have a condition. Just apologize for it. I apologize. It's not about what people think of you in that moment. We know you're an activist. And by the way, not all people with Tourette's swear.
All right.
Because I had a cousin who had Tourette's, and he didn't say any words. He just made noises. So don't want to spend too much of my time on that before I get cut off. But the last thing is, you know what? If you guys did the Jack Harlow thing on fucking with black people, I think I'd be 0% fucked with. So yeah, I'm sure somebody's gonna want to take my black card for it. But I understood in essence what he was saying. It wasn't about him saying that he wanted to be blacker, and I mean, it's a lot of things that we can go to.
She got cut off, but I agree with you about the BBC thing. That they're part of it too. You know, I don't think we were getting them off the hook, but I think I even brought up the network as part of it. But what the network was saying was, and I think all these things can be true. He said it twice. One of them was cut off in the broadcast. One of them wasn't. Someone relayed from the event, hey, we cut out, we just need this one muted. They didn't hear the second one or whatever is the story. And then they didn't tell BBC or anybody when they aired it later to mute that one. So I guess one was muted, one wasn't. But once again, I think, and then as far as the apology, all apologies are selfish by nature because they have to be, and they come from the self. I think we're too hard on apologies. There are some ones that should be scrutinized, but there's some where I think we're mad and we're looking for a reason to stay mad.
Yep.
And in that case, his original apology, I understood when he says I'm mortified, it's like I would not do that. And the kind of person who would not be mortified by that is the kind of person that wouldn't be sorry for it. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
So I get it. It's not perfect. My main thing was in that first apology, it was more to the people who had to witness it and not, I don't think he even mentioned.
Like I said, it should have been a combo. It should have been,
Yeah.
I apologize to them, and also, y'all, I was mortified by the situation, right?
And you could be a good person and just blind to your privilege. And I
Agreed.
think that kind of happened in that way because I think he was thinking to himself, well, obviously, y'all know I'm not a fucking racist that will call black people the N-word.
Like they made an announcement,
so
right?
that part almost doesn't even need to be said because how the fuck would I exist in society if that's who the fuck I was? But I am sorry everybody witnessed it. It's my worst nightmare, as y'all saw in the documentary. I'm mortified. I hate that I ruined it. Like I can see how, but we from America and we don't know you. You almost have to say what you consider to be obvious. We don't have laws against racism in America. Y'all
right.
do. Like you kind of have to say it. Like
Yeah,
I'm not racist. I'm sorry to Delroy and Michael. That I did not. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I think that lack of whatever, it just didn't help when it was time to fry his ass for the apology because people was giving everybody some.
Yeah, and also I think that the thing is, because I truly think because Black Americans were highly offended.
Yeah.
That we came over there, we came to their neck of the woods and was like, hey, like we was like, hey, we rubbing our standards on y'all and we not gonna let this slide. I'm pretty sure there's people that live here too that was just as mad as we were, but a lot of the times they're not as loud as we are here in America sometimes. So it's one of them things where I think that's why you got the apology now, because if it wasn't for that, they'd have kept this shit rolling.
Yeah, or I think they would have kept that first apology. I think they would have had an apology, but it would have been that first one, and that's it. That was a very come on, guys, y'all know we not racist. Like that's what the apology really was. It's like, whoa, I don't know you at all,
I do
white
not know
man.
You.
All right, last one. This is
All
only
right,
a
third
minute.
time's the charm. Lily, Brooklyn. Anyway, Jack Harlow. I'm just not fucked with by what he said. I think that he was just acknowledging that he chose to go down the path that most people wouldn't go down or whatever, and that he went down that path. He wanted to do it because he really loves and likes and appreciates Black music. And at least he said it out loud, because the rest of them don't. They just try our music and our culture on like clothes or whatever, and then, get rid of them. So, I'm not fucked with. So, I'm also not really listening to his stuff, but that doesn't necessarily have to do with what he said. I'm just not the demographic for him other than being Black. So, all right, y'all. Peace out. Love the show as always. Take it easy. Looking forward to when you guys stop going to the Hornets game and make some shows. All right. Bye.
Hell no. Hell no.
Season is almost over.
You not
y'all.
finna work me to death.
Nah. They're going
I
to
ain't
the
no
playoffs.
slave.
That's a whole
massa.
other story.
I'm my own man. Oh, can I do a podcast, sir? I do it when I want to. Damn it, because I'm grown.
We'd have been podcasting, but we got to watch.
But also the
them
computer
play.
died.
Yeah, this week.
so-
Yeah, the computer. went-
Hopefully Lily is behind the paywall because I mean
hope
you
so.
got 57 movie reviews this week.
Yeah, y'all got. a
Brother was
lot
out
of
here
them.
working hard. Got me working day and night.
He said and filmed him in a row too. I was like, oh, he is not bullshit today.
Yeah. But yeah, and I also that's why Jack Harlow wasn't in fucking with black people. Not that you can't be fucked with by it. I don't
Right.
blame you. But I put him in Welcome to the Cookout, ironically and humorously, because I knew black people were fucked with by the comments. But I was like, this is how the bar is so low. Him just saying black is okay. Like compared to Tony Richmond or whatever his name was, where he was like, I'm more influenced by punk rock. I was like, your whole influence is stealing from black people, nigga. Shut the fuck up, you liar.
Right.
But I don't see race whenever I steal black music. So yeah, I knew what he meant. I don't think it necessarily made Jack Harlow a bad person. And then you saw EVE wrote in to say he can't come to the cookout. And if you listen to this episode, then Lily heard me defend that that he would be there.
He'd be there.
People just think it's gonna be these perfect, outstanding Mackenzie Scott people, and it's not. It's not. It's gonna be a lot of just motherfuckers that you roll your eyes at, like, who let him in? It's like, oh, that's so and so boyfriend. Oh God.
Yeah.
Chet Hanks came in with Appia again. What is Appia doing here? She's not even at the right time. She's 12-hour difference in time. All right, one last commercial break, and then we will we'll get to these last emails. Let's see what. Here we go. All right. Ramsey PH Dunn has sent me the scanned take this in the voting booth with you Huntsville conservative values primary thing, and it was all the Republicans. Theron sent me an email. I think it said fine, PHYNE, fine as ever. And I was like, what did he send me? Cause I thought, oh, is this spam? It's like something sending me like, here's some porn. It was Michelle Obama at a funeral looking fine with George Bush behind her looking almost like the luckiest man in the room, and said, if Lord of Mercy was a person, and then hilarious. He just put in his email as the words, he knew.
That's funny.
George W. Bush knew. He was like, Michelle fine. That's why she be giving me peppermints.
Come on, my
and
breath
just
be smelling
being
good.
fine. I'm always talk to her.
I always love that woman.
Then we got I'll save these two for last. But then we got an email from Brian who says, this might be long as hell, so you don't have to read on the feedback show if you don't want to. It said the blackout tips. That's the title. Hi, Rod and Karen. I'm a long-time listener, but recent commenter to your show. I was the first exposed to Rod from Karen Hunter's show and would hear him talk about his own podcast, so I gave it a listen. And oh man, was I pleasantly surprised at y'all's chemistry and the comedic flair that y'all bring to the show.
Oh.
After the 2024 election, I've locked into the show more because I like the way that you approach politics. Shows like The Majority Report, The Leftist Mafia, and their individual shows, I find myself being turned off because while I get the universal policy positions like Medicare for all, higher minimum wage, yada, 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 their blind spot for black issues seems to be getting worse.
Yep.
Hey, man,
Yep.
I I don't want to say I told you so.
Yeah, we getting ready to get a fucking snowfest.
I want to tell you I told you so. I'm not saying we're getting a snowfest. Don't get me wrong, but I told you this is gonna be the fight on the left this for the next 3 years. It's not gonna be this. Will we get universal Medicare, healthcare? It's not going to be the economy. It's really going to be a fight for the soul of the Democratic Party.
Yes,
Are we abandoning all the DEI people?
Everybody others.
So we can just have Republican light whiteness. Like,
Yep.
we're going to say that it's not our fault. America doesn't want your black, brown, trans, gay, immigrant stuff. They just want white people, and these white people are better than the other white people because at least they'll let you live here or whatever. And a lot of us, it's gonna be up to us, because this is the time you have to fight it, the primaries and the off-cycle elections, to say no.
You better.
I'm not going for that. I'm not letting you elect a fucking Nazi, a former Nazi to the. I don't give a fuck.
You're not getting that position.
Yeah, like this is my chance to tell you no, because what I'm tired of is looking up at John Fetterman and Tulsi Gabbard and all these people that these same progressive podcasts used to love and shit that betray the party and then get blamed on the Democrats. I'm tired of that shit. They have a horrible sense of like, oh, this is what's coming. They have and they always act surprised and shocked when we say something in the beginning.
Right, and they always blindsided,
Yes.
by these things, and that's what's very frustrating, because and the fight is going to be people that are the other than DEIs demanding that these white people don't actually push us to the wayside, because if we allow them to, they will. Yes. And you have to be very, very adamant about it. It can't be, I don't feel like it or anything like that, because they're relentless, be it their ignorance, be it whatever it is. This mistake will continue to be made until you put up enough stink and demand. That's the thing. You have to demand that they listen to you. And I'm not to get off top, but that's why a lot of the protesting and stuff, they don't want black people there, because we are relentless. We are like, no, we are never going back. Like, we're very loud. And so you have to be very relentless about things like that and let them know, I'm going to hold your feet to the fire. So if you go up there and fuck around, you won't get voted in again. Things like that. Like, those are the things that actually matter.
They will scold mainstream Democrats for abandoning trans folks while doing the same to black folks in their rhetoric. It also concerning to me how the new buzzword politician is affordability, which obviously makes a lot of sense because getting the R's out of office is the quickest way to escape our current hellhole situation. But black folks are uniquely and especially being fucked with, to borrow one of y'all's segments, in ways that I feel should be addressed by the people that are supposed to represent us. With all that sauce, all of the Urban View shows, Karen Hunter, Clay Kane with Reese, Laurie Daniel Favor's show, your show, and a couple of others are keeping me grounded in these crazy times. Through your show, I found JL Covan and a few others, and that is dope. Just like how black people are not a monolith, I don't agree with Rod and Karen. I just like y'all don't agree with each other at times. I have a good idea of where you're coming from and have respect for the thought that's coming from, and that you aren't just rage baiting or doing goofy shit for clicks. Yeah, that's all I ask.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's all I ask. And something you pointed out, which I'm very glad you did. We don't get along. We don't always see eye to eye.
Yeah.
And because we don't quote unquote raise our voices and call each other out and all that stuff is very casual in our casual conversations, that a lot of people don't realize that, no, if you're listening, you will see that we are two completely different individuals and we don't agree on everything.
Lastly, this Pistons Hornets shit. That comment was meant to be tongue-in-cheek and more like a joke, and then the shit went way left. Next thing I know, Karen is calling your boy a bitch with her whole chest. She giving me that energy normally reserved for the people who probably lives in the North, and asks you, why didn't you move from the South since things are so bad there? Straight bonkers, LOL. Ain't nobody got to remind me of the most sad state of Detroit Pistons when our best franchise lately is a hockey team, which is a sport that I don't like, and a WNBA team that ain't even there no more. I fuck with the Hornets, the Bobcats era, and the current Hornets. Shit, I was myself surprised that the Pistons are doing well because I felt like they were a couple of years away from being this good. Y'all know they've been bad for a long time. Same team, fam. I want no smoke. Yeah, well, don't be talking about y'all wanted in the first round. And honestly, I know a week ago you was confident, but I mean, let's be honest. Let's revisit the conversation. if you're being 100% legit with yourself, talking about no, the Hornets don't want in the first round. With Cade Cunningham having a collapsed lung and needing 30 days out at minimum, possibly not even being able to return in the first round of the playoffs, I will ask you again, do you still want the smoke with the Charlotte Hornets? Because I don't think you do. I think people was talking about the play-in and who's making the 8th, 9th, 10th in the East. And they were like, well, you know, if you're this team, you're going to want to play this team. If you're that team, you're going to play that team. And who, you know, they were looking at it from the perspective of the bottom teams. Like, if you're Orlando, you probably want to play some or whatever, like the bottom playing teams. And I was like, no, it's the teams at the top that's going to be moving around. So, like, if you're the top, if you're Boston or the Knicks, and it's like, yo, so the Hornets will be the 8th seed if they win. You might want to go ahead and be like, well, we don't want to be the first seed. We want to be the second. Like, I don't want to play them in the first round. If you're Boston, who's number 1 right now, if they finish the season number 1 and the Hornets make the play in number 8, that's a real matchup that could happen. And if Cade Cunningham isn't there, or he's still trying to get his stamina back from his collapsed lung, I got a feeling that Detroit don't want that smoke. But that's just me. Final thoughts. When I hear you say the name of the show, it often sounds like the Blackout Tips, hence the email subject. The Blackout Tips. The black guy who tips. I don't know. I got to work on my diction.
Yeah, that's just that country slang. And the thing is, for me, I think just when Roger read it, my heart went, oh, no, you ain't talking about my Hornets. And so that's the way it kind of came out. Like, what did you talk about my Hornets?
Nah, Brian. She called you a bitch. That's what I remember.
I apologize, baby.
It didn't sound like my Hornets. It sounded like, you bitch.
I apologize.
The fuck you think you talking to? I'm so glad.
I was like Michael Jordan. I took that letter personally. I ain't spent a second out there, my black ass out there on the court.
I'm so glad in the last couple of shows that Karen says, and I'm his wife, because I legit spent years wondering that very thing. It kept me up many nights. Now I know, and knowing is half the battle. You're welcome, buddy.
Oh, you're welcome, baby. And sometimes I do it as a joke because periodically Roger will be like, and my wife, so I'll be like, I'm his wife.
I watched the show on YouTube, so I don't know how to spell Apia. It's A-P-I-A. Name, or E-V-E is E-V-I-E. It's probably just Evie, but I like to say EVE. It's probably what started the beef. I don't know. And not the beef at Arby's, just
not the beef at Arby's.
The actual real 100% beef.
Yes.
But I like the comments and respect their dedication to the show. They should get many credit. Absolutely. They're staples of the feedback, man. Especially the longer you listen, because some people, you know, we do this a long time. We do it all the time, and they make, you know, life changes, life happens. They make room for other things. But some people like come and go, but there's always like some folks keeping this feedback show alive, and they represent a lot of people. Cause
yeah, they do. And they've been to us on multiple live platforms.
Yeah. And so, you know, you have to, and that, my favorite thing is when there's a person that replies a lot and people are kind of like, you know, you start getting like that, like they become familiar with the show, and me and Karen try to be upfront about like when we think it's too much or make jokes about stuff. But somebody inevitably will kind of be like, man, this person is getting on my nerves. They be doing too much. And almost every time the audience comes in the next week, like, hey, don't you fucking talk about them like that. Shut the fuck up. They is giving good feedback. If it wasn't for this motherfucker, the show be 10 minutes. Shut up.
The truth. It would be 10 whole minutes.
I would like to be able to go to one of y'all's live shows. I think that would be dope. Well, I hope you can make it, Brian.
I do.
Don't come in a Pistons jersey. I don't want nothing to happen to you. It's not me. I'm fine. Leonardo wrote an email. I took these pics a while back, but kept forgetting to share. These were from a few weeks ago after that storm. He painted the building and put up a fence. The city has been billing him for having a vacant building, and he's talking bad because no one told him of the charges which piled up. Hope you are well. And I'm gonna show y'all the pic.
Okay.
So you'd be like, what is Rod talking about? What could possibly be happening? The pics are of the FDMG, Karen. You know what the FDMG is?
Gotta be something
Okay,
dumb.
I'm trying to give you more. Does this help? Does this picture help at all? The FDMG. That I guess they ain't fixed the sign yet. That would be the Frederick Douglass.
Oh no! I'm sorry, my brain is slow. I was like, what?
This Dr. Umar building that he bought, and I guess
Baby,
they put up some signs. They got a door, and then they got
we have been covering
a
him,
mural for like 15 years.
Yes, him on MLK Sojourner Truth Boulevard. Me and you and Justin been making that joke on Ball Deep for over a decade.
Hey, well, good luck, man. I don't sound like it's still being charged as vacant. It doesn't sound like anyone's in there. That's not good. All right, last two.
I don't think nobody's coming.
Last two, and this is a treat. We got DJ Jaffa, who says, "Hi, Rod and Karen. Hope you enjoyed this little beat I cooked up."
I just wanted to talk about the situation of black business, our business. Black folk business, black folk business, black folk, black folk, black folk business, black folk business, black folk business, black folk business, black folk business.
All right, Rod, it's gonna be so loud.
Black folk, black folk, black folk, black folk, black folk business, yeah.
So that's Black Folks Business by DJ Jaffa. That's one. We thank you, brother. We appreciate that. And then Psycho Music. Not to be, he was like, I heard the call.
I heard the call.
And he sent one in. Black Folks Business
This
segment.
thing right here that you're about to witness is not for everyone. It's black folks' business.
This is black folks' business. Don't worry about me. I'm grown. This is black folks' business. Mind your own. This is black folks' business. Don't worry about me. I'm grown.
Psycho.
Music.
You know what? That's the one. Right? For now, that's the leader of the clubhouse. I appreciate both entries.
Yeah.
But man, that once the choir hit kind of the thing, yeah, that was the one for me. So thank you both of y'all, DJ Jaffa and Psycho Music.
Yeah, we rotate music around all the time.
Cannot wait to get in Black Folk Business on the next few podcasts and start running that thing, because that joint was flames.
I like that.
That when she started singing was what took it over the edge for me. That was tight. So thank you, Psycho Music.
Thank you, baby.
We'll be back throughout the week. New computer. Even though working out the kinks, so now I gotta record this shit. Anyway, guys, we'll be back. Until next time, I love you.
I love you too. Mwah.
Bye.